Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the Aftercast, the late night Transformers show where we talk about everything but Transformers, it seems like, and that's kind of what we're going to do today in a little bit, but we'll get into that in a second. I am your host, Victory Saber 77. You may know me as James, spelled J-A-I-M. J and AIM together is my name. A lot of people like to call me James, Jim, or just don't know how to spell James as it is. It's just J and AIM. So there you go. But thank you for watching and checking us out live, and I do appreciate that. So let's get into some introductions. Mr. Chris Barrett Prime, you are the golden child this week. You will start us off.
How's it going? It's currently 4:30 in the morning, and my name is Chris, aka Barrett Prime. You can find me on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook.
Awesome. And I appreciate you being on the show. I mean, it's early. Jesus Christ, man.
It's early or late, depending which way you see it.
It's crazy. Bottom line. But, Charles, what's up,
What's
man?
up? I'm Charles. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Optimus4Prez.
All right. Primal Selfish Productions, established 28 seasons ago.
Primal Sabbath, you can find me there on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube, and you know I need to update it because it's actually been 137 seasons that I've been doing this.
Damn.
Wow, you've been putting in some work.
Just spinning my chair around one day at a time.
You gotta be syndicated by now. Damn, dude, that's awesome. Josh?
You can find me G1 Extron everywhere except for the Facebook page is the G1 Extron.
Man, that sounds weird though. Sound like, are you using your mic or are you using your camera mic?
I thought I was.
I don't know. Does it sound weird to you guys? I don't know.
Yeah, that's the camera mic. It just randomly switched over.
I don't know. Sorry. And we have Provider, aka Octane, aka Lauren, aka Triple Octane. How you doing?
Good. Oh, nuts.
Oh, crap.
Not so good anymore.
Yes, fell on a parka.
Oh, that's good.
I don't do social media. Just remember me as that girl with the voice of a 12-year-old boy who you can find on Steam with the same username.
All right, cool. Reminds me of some of the anime characters I used to. Brittany Karbowski doing, what was it, Black Star? Soul Eater? All right.
Mike, better now?
Yes, you're back to normal.
There we go.
All right, sorry about that. But you can find her at Triple Changer Octane on YouTube. So
I don't
go.
post any videos. Well,
Go over there
not
and
now,
sub
at
me.
least. I try. I really do.
Just if you have a cat, just record your cat a little bit.
I'd rather shoot the cats that I do live with.
Don't. Oh my goodness.
Shots
There
fired
goes a
right
whole
at Josh's
bunch
heart.
Did you see that Catwoman little Instagram thing where
Yes, I saw that.
oh my god, it's like they just keep on breeding in there, and like she just like what were there like
A lot. And
maybe
they were hopping all
30?
over the place. That
Yeah,
was
they were jumping
creepy.
all over the place like frogs, and then she just took the cat food, just threw it on the floor, and they just went crazy.
Yeah, that's it's nuts.
Great
For,
airplane plants.
okay.
But other than that, I don't know.
For me, I'm Victory Saber 77. You can find me on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, the Victory Saber 77. If you guys want to join, the link is over there on my Facebook page. You're welcome to join. Just have a mic so we can talk to you, and some good internet connection. And you have to have a Google Plus account. So, a little bit of shout outs. The Cybercast, that should be the second Cybercast that aired today. Will be in video form soon, I'm assuming, Josh? Probably.
Probably soon.
Yeah.
Not yet.
So when you're done with this, go over there, check out the Cybercast on G1 Extron's channel. Go check out the Realm of Collectors Enter the Realm show Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on their YouTube page. And followed by the Hangout, hosted by our good friend Tommy, aka Barricade, with his co-host Asian Kid Matt, lighting it up. So go check that out. And they're close to 300 subscribers, so go subscribe to their channel. Realm of Collectors YouTube. Okay, let's get in some hauls. Even though I said on the Cybercast we weren't going to do that, but you know what? Aftercast, I'm kind of an ass, so here we go. What is that? Someone has some fun with some.
You're always so loud.
Now she gets off the camera. You just scared her
The thing
away.
is, you'd still be loud.
We can still hear you, even though we can't see you.
We can still hear you, but I'm off camera.
All right. So Chris, any hauls this week?
I got my weekly paycheck, and that's about it.
Right on.
Yeah.
Cool. Charles?
I got a couple things. Got picked up the movie Straight Outta Compton and the Art of Assassin's Creed Syndicate book.
Oh, cool.
So we're feeling artistic and we're feeling a little thug nasty. I'm liking it, Charles. You got a good
Oh.
flow going this week.
Nice. Get that Chevy Impala out. Start low riding it. Dakota? Anything?
I didn't pick anything up, man. Not a whole lot out there. You know what I mean?
All right. I wonder if I should use that as a prereq to get on the show. You have to
You have to have bought something in the week.
support the toy community.
I have
Josh?
some Ritz crackers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, that counts. We'll go so far as gas for your car.
Fruit by the foot. Got some of those.
Got some fruit roll-ups. Got some. Get any beads? Mardi Gras? No.
I mean, I may have done some shameful things to get some Mardi Gras beads.
All right. That works. Josh, it is your turn.
The only thing that I can think of, I think I got a couple things in, but the only thing that I can think of off the top of my head was Kylo Ren boots. Maybe accurate Kylo Ren boots.
Oh, wow. Cool.
So, that costume, putting it together. I'm about to post some photos. I need to make some alterations and stuff, and the gloves come in next week, and the belt, outer coat, and the cape and cowl are the last bits that I need, and that's going to be another $360 or something like that. So, hoping to get everything done for BotCon.
Awesome.
Can definitely wear it to A-Con. Dakota's gonna have to wear my backpack and keep it water for me. I'm wearing like 4 layers of heavy black clothing.
Little spray bottle so you can
Summer in Texas.
spray ya.
Yeah, deodorant is going to be key.
Now,
That should be my Kylo Ren thing. Is like he just has like deodorant because he's wearing all black.
gosh, it's got pit stains on it.
I'd like to get a huge helmet. That way I could be the like a little Kids Logic Kylo Ren.
Nice. That would be cool. Do you still like your Batman animated stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, just curious. I just see them all lying there in the back, like you just decided, you know what? You took them down.
Well, I was trying to redo the shelf, and I was trying to keep like New Adventures and animated like separate, and the Justice League stuff separate as well. And I've got a bunch that I just still haven't opened yet, and I was just trying to figure out the best way to do it. And then something the DC icons I'm gonna try to put up, and one fell off, and it ended up knocking like 7 of them down or something.
All right. Catwoman in a mess. She break? No. I'm hoping you have her like in a glass case.
I just laid her down. I was like, she's not ready to be stood up yet.
Nice. What's up, Karyudu? Kari?
Hey, not much, man. How you doing?
Pretty good. Thanks for joining us.
No problem. No problem.
If no one is familiar with Karyudu fan subs, they do great work. You just finished up Beast Wars 2nd.
It's still in progress. It's
Oh.
not completely done yet. It's getting there.
So while are you on here, you should go finish it.
Yeah, well, actually, while I was watching Josh's show, I was actually working on it, so now I'm taking a break.
Yeah, there we go. Priorities.
So more weekend homework.
Oh my, yeah, that's right. You got your homework to do.
Dude, I've never been so excited for weekend homework my entire life. And I get that email. I'm like, yeah.
What homework do you have to do?
No, I've asked Dakota to go through each of the episodes and just ensure that there's no spelling mistakes and stuff. So it's just that you look through it yourself, and then sometimes just the way you read things, you'll miss certain words and stuff like that, and then Dakota's still catching stuff, and I'm like, man, I read through this about 3-4 times. I'm still making mistakes, so I just want he's just doing quality control for me. So
Gotcha.
So we know who to blame.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly.
You guys don't have any faith in me? Come on.
No, it's a good thing, because if you would have asked me, then that stuff I would have just came out and be like, yeah, I mean that looks like how I'd spell it. I sounded it out, and it looked, dude. I was like really good at math and science, horrible at spelling in English. So
yeah, spelling's not too much of a problem. It's more so like grammar, where you miss like an A in before a word or something like that.
Or there's like extra words.
Yeah. Or we need to just tighten the script up a little bit, just because sometimes it's too long, like a sentence. Like, this takes too long to read. Let's try to condense this. Yeah.
Very short sounds in Japanese are like, it's like dialogue this long, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, it's tough, right? Translating a language. So yeah, but it's coming along. I'd say we're about 85% done. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's getting there. It's getting there.
And the movie is going to be done too, right?
Yeah, that's right.
At the same time? Awesome.
Yeah, and there's a couple more extras which I'll keep quiet right now that I'm going to add in there as well. But I think a lot of people will be happy when this whole thing gets released. So I'm hoping we're going to have something by the end of February, if not before, I'd say mid-March. It depends on my translator, Takae. Like, she's got, a kid to take care of, and her husband, right? So it's, she works as much as she can on it, during the week and stuff. So, it's a team effort, and I can't say hurry up, get this done, woman.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, this isn't the 40s anymore, is it?
Her husband would be like, "Yo, man, you're pushing her too much, man." So yeah, so just I'm just saying, whatever, get it done whenever, So it's not like we're under the gun here, and it's not like we're getting paid for it either. So.
Chulal had a question. He says, how many extras will be in the Beast Wars 2, and will commercials be included?
I'm trying to work on getting some commercials and stuff from a guy named Walrus Law. He has a page called TF Raw, and he just collects like boatloads of Japanese and like all these rare kind of video, even like VHS, DVD stuff. So he said he's going to try and dig up what he can and send it over to me. So he had a couple of VHS things that had some, I think some like, they're like old previews. I mean, it's nothing special or whatever. It's just kind of added to the, to the lump of things that I can. Release with the thing when it comes out. So
cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Any hauls for you? Anything? Anything? That's what we're going over right now.
Just subtitling, man. That's it.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Lauren, anything for you?
No.
All right.
Not much has happened with me lately at all. Trust me.
All right. Trent, welcome to the show, man. Thanks for being here.
Hello. Thank you for having me again.
No problem. You're a staple. You have to be on the show, even though you're 10 minutes late. We know, but it's all right. Anything new for you, man?
I just picked up the Perfect Effects feet and hand set for my Brutus and Defense Sword. That's about it.
Oh, right.
It's probably gonna be it for a long time for me now.
Cool, though.
Have we ever told Trent about the running joke, the 10 minutes late thing?
No, I don't think so.
Uh-oh.
No.
Lay
Remember
on.
we were
you
talking
have to
like
tell it now, because
yeah, no,
Yeah,
we've
like,
got to. I thought Trent was like keyed in on it, like at work. Does your schedule say to be there at like 8:50 or like 8:45?
We're just being dicks right now, Trent. So. That's all.
So that way like you'd show up at like 9. You know what I mean? 9.
Gotcha. Yeah, I will do that.
and
We
they were
were
like,
always joking around to switch up the Aftercast to be like at maybe 10:20 or 10, just so 10:15, so you would actually be on time when we actually did start at 10:30. So
I told him whenever I came down for Texas Comic Con, I was like, yeah, I went to all those clocks and set them 10 minutes fast. We'll do that.
So yeah, it's all good though. All right. As far as my hauls,
It's
as
a very big
Josh
haul.
pointed out on Cybercast, I guess I have too much stuff, but let's see, what did I get this week? I got Player Sky, Hawkman, Superman, Aquaman, Batman. So those are cool.
It's
Nice.
raining man.
Yeah, it is.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, I do like these guys. These are really nice figures.
How's the quality of them? Like plastic's good and everything.
The plastic's good. Sometimes the paint can be a little off. I haven't had any problems with some of them. One, I had like a little bit of a paint chip, but you can't even notice it. It's like on the back of the leg. Joints are good. Wonder Woman that I got last week, she's a little iffy. I don't move her arms around too much just because the joints are small.
Oh, really? Okay.
So, but they look fantastic if you like that stylized anime. If you're an anime fan, you'll like them. But got those. I got some Dimension X Turtles yesterday. So I got the new Casey, April, and some bug dude.
Cool.
WWE Elite Sting, because I'm
Cool.
a fan. I know that surprises like Josh at times, but I do collect that.
I didn't know what one of those things were.
And got myself another Star Wars Black Series Flame Trooper from the Force Awakens. Got another Venom and Spider-Gwen, so now I can display them with both heads on. And I think that's it.
Wow.
So,
Nice.
yeah. And hopefully next week I'll have some more.
So that's what happens to all the Spider-Gwens in the store.
Oh God, my Walmart, the one Walmart I went to, just had an end cap full of all of the new Marvel Legends Spider-Man toys.
That's what someone told
Wow.
someone else told me. They were like, dude, that wave was like on an end cap thing. And I was like, oh, okay, because I never usually check that. So I was like looking, I was looking through the Barbies everywhere. I was like, where's this end cap? Didn't find any of them. Didn't find either one of the two of the January waves, which is probably good because cut on a little bit of a budget this month.
I have a question. When did Anti-Venom come out? Because I saw that one at one of the stores I went to these last couple of days.
2 series ago.
Yeah.
He's in the Hobgoblin line.
Yeah.
That came out 2 seasons ago.
Yes.
Two established seasons ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Like, dude, all my stores, dude, they have Marvel Legends. Like, I mean, it's ridiculous. It's like, I'm used to looking at Transformers. Like, okay, there's gonna be like 2 pegs for Deluxes and then like 2 rows for Voyagers. Marvel Legends, there's like freaking like 6 rows, on like 4 pegs of Legend stuff. I mean, they're scattered all throughout.
Well, the new one is the Absorbing Man, which is the Spider-Man line, and then the Red Skull Onslaught is the Civil War Captain America line. So those are the 2 new ones out. Let's get into my first topic. Combiner Wars. We had Perfect Effect knocked it out of the park. Trent's even bought some of the stuff. Add-on kits to make those Combiner Wars 10 times better. I mean, made them viable. It made them really good. What do you think third parties will do for the Titans Return, Titans War, the new series? Transdectors for the headmasters that don't have bodies? I mean, what do you think they could do?
I think if you're just gonna design a full transforming body, then why not throw in the head?
Head, yeah.
That you know, I don't think it'll be anything really like that as far as an add-on to go with it. I think what they may do is they may release something to kind of fill in some gaps in some of the plastic, you know, where applicable.
Okay.
You know, and as far as third-party figures go, it'd actually be kind of cool to see some of these third-party companies kind of go back to, you know, that chug scale. What they initially they started instead of the masterpiece scale, and doing those smaller figures, which also kind of brings down the price a little bit. And they maybe not right out of the gates. Some probably will. I think that would be kind of a dumb business decision, but kind of towards the end of the line, whenever it's like, okay, we're kind of done with that, we're moving on to whatever, you know, the third phase is, to where, like, you know, James over here that wants to crush our dreams and be like, okay, so, you know, you are gonna get, you know, 2 of the Decepticon headmasters, but you didn't get a Weird Wolf. Then they'd come out with that Weird Wolf, and that would be I think that thing would sell very well. You know, if you did it again, it needs to be, you know, it's a third party, it's going to be expensive, but it still needs to fit where it's in that style of what Hasbro's releasing, because you can't just have the 2 Hasbro ones there and then like grab the Fans Project Weird Wolf, you know, and be like, okay, well that's in scale, so, and we want to be like overly articulated and stylized, and it won't fit with them. So.
And I think that the Titans Return stuff is blocky, kind of helps these third-party companies too. They do really well at blocky, angular designs.
Any other ideas?
Probably accessories, right? I mean,
obviously.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I could see a sit for Jinrai. Yeah, I was actually just about to say that. Something to turn him into, and I can't remember anything about the artwork that we saw, but did we actually see a removing head, or would it be something like what we saw with Scourge, where the Titan Master plugs into the gun? You know. But it wouldn't plug into the gun; it'd plug into the chest. Is what I was trying to get to.
That blurry picture of Scourge looked absolutely horrendous. I mean, I was like, I can't believe they're coming out with this thing. I'm like,
thank you.
2 like-minded.
Well, it's so horrible. Like, seriously, like you've seen some of the third-party stuff. The third-party Scourge looks amazing. I look at this, I'm like, why are you guys even bothering? Like, throw that in the garbage. It's
the words that I use.
The third-party Scourge. Are you talking about the X-Trans bots?
Yeah, I think
that's a masterpiece scale and over $100.
That's insignificant.
Let's look at the Generation Scourge, and you know it wasn't that G1 body, but man, the robot mode just was everything right that it needed to be, in my opinion.
That's true.
It did, but the wings, you know, that looks like the one that they showed that's going to be in Titan Returns. That looks like basically what you got with the G1 toy.
I'm just saying, it looks like blue-colored shit.
Exactly. They didn't look exactly like it does in the anime. The cartoon. I know people get pissed off when I say anime, and they're like, it's a cartoon, it's not an anime. Look, animation, anime, cartoon, whatever.
Yeah. Now, with that Scourge coming out, Cyclonus?
I would bet on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, because who wants the Combined War Cyclonus to be their staple Cyclonus?
I don't know, dude. I think the Grand Galvatron Cyclonus, like, you know, it's all Combiner Wars, but I don't know, dude. I love that box set. Like, everything about the idea behind that box set.
Oh, the Takara one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one looks nice, and the paint really makes it look really good. It's just I can't get over the you trying to sell us Silverbolt 10 times. You know, it's just
Yeah.
True.
Pretty much.
It helped though once you knew the story behind it, though, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if Josh read it, but
Yeah, that's one thing about collecting as far as, for me, Transformer-wise. I may not like the mold, and I may pass on it. Like, I mean, back in the day, a lot of those Target repaints, Beast Machines, Primal Prime, Cryotech, all those guys, there was no fiction for those characters. I just saw them
that
as
you knew of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden now, like, oh crap, there's fiction that those things are, I need to get those, and I actually like them. But yeah, it's all about the fiction for me.
Yeah, I think
Definitely.
that's really important, right? If you don't have a story behind the character, you can't put any like feeling behind it, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like with Beast Wars Second, right? Like a lot of people like saw the characters, but they're like, oh, I don't know any of these guys, right? Because I can't understand the story. And after basically working on this series, I'm like, wow, like I really like the characters. I'm like, if people had known what these characters were like, probably their toys probably have been in more high demand.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same with wrestling, though. I mean, even going to from not so kind of WWF to even like WWE now. It's like you can imagine if they just chucked in like a random wrestler, nothing about him. It's like he just goes in, he's good, and he just kicks ass and just leaves, and I don't know, he goes in his pink dressing gown and goes from there.
I was gonna say, are you wearing a robe?
Yes, I am, because I'm kind of cold.
Nice.
Yeah, this is
He's
how a
pimping it
24-year-old rocks in the UK. Go click on it in America.
We got our own Hugh Hefner. So.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Everything needs a background to kind of get to a story.
Yep.
So you can attach to it.
Going back to that Cyclonus though, didn't the Hasbro Combiner Wars, didn't they give him some kind of a story in the Combiner Wars comic?
Oh, how he can use the dead.
It's Cyclonus?
Yeah.
Life
I
was it just his
honestly
bio?
don't remember.
I think it's just his bio.
I think that was just his bio, because I kind of
Okay.
read Combiner Wars, and I don't remember seeing him up in there.
I was gonna
He's
say,
still on the slot.
yeah, I was gonna say, man, because fiction, it has to be good fiction, is what I was like trying to get at. Just, oh hey, I can control you, so come here, aerial bots. I don't think that works as good as what Takara did with Grand Galvatron.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We still getting that Victorian or whatever, or what the female
Victorion?
bots?
Supposedly.
That horrendous pile of scum.
that poor attempt at a fan built bot. Yeah.
Yeah, the colors on that thing are yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I like the uniform colors. I was just like, you couldn't throw in a new Voyager mold to, or really extensively remold that hotspot mold.
Hotspot, yeah.
Yeah, something to make it, I don't know, look better.
Yeah, it's kind of sad that the Combiner Wars could have been so much better if they'd actually had like new molds for each each character, or just even like retooled stuff, right? Like, I know some of them have that, but it's very few and far between. Like even for like Bruticus, come on, like you couldn't have included the space shuttle. I mean, for
Takara did.
Takara did. Yeah, of course, but it's like, why do we have to wait for Takara to do this, right? Same with like missing Groove out of the protective bots, right? It's like, really, like, come on.
We talked about that last week. It's a poor marketing ploy by Hasbro and Takara, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just don't see that helping the collector community or have faith in them.
Yeah.
But let's see, what's the next real quick topic. This is just my rant, which I call it the WTF WTT. eBay buyers. Now I'm an eBay buyer. I'm not a seller. I haven't sold anything, but man, I've seen a lot of these eBay buyers, and they're just fucking stupid. It's like they don't understand that they dictate the price, but yet they're like, no, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to put a bid on something, and then no, I'm going to put a bid on. So now we're just, hey, mine's bigger than yours type of shit. You still got 6 days, and you've already knocked it up probably an extra $200 to $300.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's hilarious that I see this stuff all the time, and it's like, it sucks for the seller. Don't get me wrong. For my philosophy, where you just kind of leave it alone, then you snipe it at the end, so you can get the best price. The sellers are, loving the fact that, hey, they're having a little dick contest over my stuff, and we need to see this. But I don't know. I've been watching stuff, and like I'm getting a lot of the Player Arts Kai stuff, and I'm like, wow, okay. Started off at like $1. Within like 15 minutes, it's at like $200, and I'm like, what the hell? Really? Some stupid stuff. But I don't know. I mean, what do you guys buy stuff on eBay, or have you ever? Would you guys get into a little pissing contest, or would you be like, screw this, I'm out, or I'm just gonna snipe?
I'll be honest, man. This happened recent with me. There was an auction for the Beast Wars 2nd movie coins. They gave out the movie coin, like basically whenever you went to go see the movie in theaters over there, they gave out coins of the American cast members. And there was a full set of them on eBay, and the auction wasn't that high. I think it was at like $10 or $15. And I was like, okay, cool. So I waited and waited till, I was getting ready to sniper bid. So I bid 25, and it had like maybe 30 seconds left. And I saw immediately that was shut down. And so I got a little upset. My pride was starting to hurt.
I see where this is going.
So then, like, I knocked it up to 50. I was like, whatever, I'll pay 50 for it. Screw this guy. And they still ended up winning, and I was like, damn it. Like, I'm still so upset about that. Like, whoever that is, like, I'm going to find you and beat you up. Like, that pissed me off so bad. So, and I've seen people do that whenever I sell stuff. Like, whenever I sold, my figure arts stuff, my old Dragon Ball Z stuff that went up in demand.
Yeah.
I was like, the first couple of days, nothing. But the last day, it was like I, refreshed my phone, and I'm like, hey, I'm going to eat steak and lobster tonight. So.
As a seller, I love it.
Yeah.
As a buyer, I've never done that. I've always put several things on my watch list, knew exactly what was what an average, would go for, and I'm like, if it averagely goes for that, then why pay that? So I want to pay less than what it, usually goes for. So I would, if I'm wanting something, I'll watch like 20 different things, and as soon as you go over that, what I want to pay for it, I just deleted it, off, and I move on to the next one, and then I wait till the last 5 seconds, put in that max amount that I want to pay, and I either win it for cheaper, that max amount, or I lose it. No harm done. Move on to the next one.
Yeah, I do that, but I've done stuff like Dakota. I'll go in there and I'm like, okay. Back when I was doing a lot of the G1 Japanese stuff, I'm like, okay, fuck you, assholes.
Be more aggressive.
I'm gonna go in there at $1,000. Let's see you guys try and beat that shit. And and sometimes they'll knock it up, like up to 1,000 and like whatever over, and like, oh, I didn't win that. Okay, cool. But yeah, I just don't understand how you got people out there that bitch about price, but then I swear those same people that are bitching about the price are dictating the price by bidding up on stuff because it's like, oh, I need to get this, and it's a competition. It's like man, it's stupid.
Well, it goes back to that. What was the BotCon that they had, the 3 Seekers?
13.
13. So 2013, they had those 3 Seekers.
Dude.
First guy puts it up, and he's just like, buy it now at whatever, $200. Someone paid for it. At that point, that was the market.
Well, that was yeah. I mean, they
If
put
they
it up
would have
at
put it
that.
up for 150, and it would have sold, the next few people would have put them up. They would have put them at 150 as well. But no, he put it at 200, and it went for 200, and
They
it
started
was
going for
gone.
free.
If he would have
It
put,
got ridiculous.
if someone would have put if the first guy would have put 250 and someone would have paid for it, guess what? That's where they would have started. And whenever they started getting a little bit, they get cluttered up there at 250. That's when they'd start going down. But people were just paying them, so therefore that's what their value was. We created that.
Yeah.
From the very get go.
I bid on those once too. There was that 3-pack being sold on eBay, loose for like $30, and I mean, I bid on that, and like a few minutes later, I got back on. This was a few days before the end, and it was at 200. And I was very sad. I was very sad.
They call it printing money whenever they use secret molds.
There you go. Well, that's the other thing too. It's
Pretty
like
much. Yeah.
I'm talking about things that like aren't rare. I mean, things that are rare that you know you're gonna go in there. You're gonna have to go in balls to the wall. But things that are like common stuff, you know, like maybe the Marvel Legends stuff. You know, you look at like Venom. People love Venom and they're bumping it up past the retail price. I'm like, really? And on top of that, you got to pay for shipping. It's like
I've seen Spider-Gwen for over, like even Walmart, when you go online, like they're like, oh, not here, but you can get it at like some toywiz.com for like $45.
I hate how they started doing that.
And I'm like, what? I'm like, no, I just want to know about Walmart. I don't want to know about some overpriced place.
Yeah.
So I don't even know why Walmart does it. Because at first I was like, what the hell? Why is Walmart selling this so expensive? And then I was like, no, this is what we recommend you. I'm like, why would a website do that?
You know, I saw that yesterday with the Combiner Wars stuff. It was like, oh god, I can't remember what it was. It was Combiner Wars, like blades or something like that, and they had it for like, it was like $50. I was like, whoa, Walmart, what the f? But then I saw it was like they're recommending it. They're doing like Google, like whenever you do a shop search on Google, like that's what they're doing, and it's really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't need that. I go to the Toys R Us website, then I just want to look at the stuff that's at Toys R Us and your Toys R Us prices. But so like the reason why the whole point kind of going full circle to what James was saying is they're going for 45 because guess what? Some guys that found them real early out of the gate and put them up on eBay, probably put them at that, and that's what they sold for.
Yep.
Or a 4-pack.
Well, I think they all come with just 1 2 pack to the case, but I did the same thing with the NECA Christopher Reeve. I saw several of them in my store, and I looked on eBay, and I saw that people were selling them for 50. And I was like, there's 3 or 4 here. Let me pick those up, dude. They sold immediately.
Oh yeah.
You know. Now I saw today, I was like, oh, they got 4 more. Let's see if they're still going for 50. No, people are bidding and they're going for like 35 or something like that. I'm like, I pay like 22 after tax. I pay for like $4 in the eBay fee, $6 in shipping. I'm making like $5. No, and that ain't worth it to me. Not worth my time.
I need one. But I had something to. I mean, it is interesting. For that, I mean, yeah, you can dictate the price and everything else, but what are we laughing at?
Jonathan McKnight said Josh is part of the problem, not the solution. Man, I'm trying to flip them to pay for some of the other stuff that I wanted. So this collecting game's hard, man.
It is hard, but it is nice that as far as a community, it's cool to actually have people that can help each other out and everything else.
Yeah. I mean, I'll do that. Cost plus shipping, So I mean, I do stuff like that for people, and people have done it for me, so I don't have a problem with that. Didn't I send you a Christopher Reeve?
No, no,
Was that something else? Okay.
no. It wasn't anything. It sent me Jack. No, no. If you found a Christopher Reeve, I would love that. But
okay, well, I'll swing back in tomorrow. So they got one of those 4.
But I mean, like I know like Pinkerton, he does that. I mean, I saw his haul. I'm like, holy crap, dude! You bought a whole shitload of Star Wars, but it's not for him. It's for other people. And he's like, it's cost plus shipping and just helping out the, the community and everything. And it's like that's awesome. And that's a really cool brotherhood and everything. Going back really quickly, this is just a side note because I've had this arrogant bastard ale in me. I liked your Facebook post of who's your favorite Superman, and mine is Christopher Reeve. But I noticed a lot of people like Christopher Reeve,
yeah.
but they say Reeves.
I saw that too.
George Reeves, or are you meaning Christopher Reeve, and you're just a dipshit that put the S on the end of his name?
I saw everybody was putting Reeves, and I was like, really? Does everybody remember him? Because I would think that Reeve would get it, but everybody just said Reeves, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna go in here and like. I mean, people they just put whatever they want, but I saw that.
I saw that too, and I was like, oh, that's funny.
I laughed to myself about it, and then someone else. Let's see, those are the 2 other comments that were funny to me. Someone said Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage.
And then the other one says, "Look at all the suits, and then look at the last one." Like there's so much color, except for the black and white stuff. But there's so much color in the in the blue and the red, and then there's that really dark rubbery one at the end. So
yeah. I just thought that was fun. That was a side note. I was like, okay, that's cool. Again, I'm just being an ass, but Christopher Reeve is mine also. But staying into DC. This is gonna be spoiler alert. So if you haven't watched these, sorry, you can I guess tune out.
Turn away now.
But we're gonna talk a little bit about the DC comic book TV shows or DC TV shows. Starting off with, I guess, Supergirl will go into the order of the days they air. So, Supergirl, I admit I watch it. I watch it more for Manhunter now, for Martian Manhunter. I'd rather see more of him than anything else.
It's like Luke Cage was for me in Jessica Jones.
Yeah. We had the white alien, which I thought or white Martian, excuse me. I thought that was pretty cool. But we're seeing more of his powers and seeing him, doing more stuff, and I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
Do you think that there could be potential of now that you can do the special effects type of thing and kind of make it look okay, more characters that we're going to see that can fly around or do like that type of stuff in Supergirl, I guess?
I mean, well, you've got Livewire already, Red Tornado.
Or let's put it this way: who do you want to see in like Supergirl? Because they're not linked to the CW stuff,
right?
So, who would you like to see in there?
Oh. And I want to go on a sidebar question with Supergirl whenever I answer this, because it's something that's kind of bothering me. And Arrow and Flash are doing the same thing.
Does anyone watch it? That's on this panel right now.
I watch it. I like the direction that they're going right now, or I like a direction they're going as far as adding these new characters and stuff like that. Red Tornado makes sense because he was kind of like the Overwatcher of like kind of the Young Justice and the younger ones and stuff like that.
Yeah, Ivo being introduced with Red Tornado. Yeah, that was a good storyline.
Yeah.
But okay, here's the spoiler.
There's not a particular one that like I'm.
We're getting
really looking forward to
the clone of Supergirl. Now, if you've seen Justice League Unlimited or if you've read the comic books, Galatea, aka in a way Power Girl, we're gonna get her. We're gonna see her in the next episode.
Yeah, and she's supposed to have, or in the Justice League Unlimited, she has short hair, and
Yeah.
Short hair.
Short hair, and she's a little more, as Green Arrow said, adult.
Yeah.
Justice League Unlimited. A little more curvaceous. I like that introduction because you always, when you have Supergirl, you kind of always have to kind of put Power Girl in there, or that character per se. I don't know. I was just kind of curious. I asked my wife, like, because we watched it. I'm like, oh wow, they're putting in her. I wonder who else. We talked about when this first started that this was like a continuation of Man of Steel, or kind of off of it. Even though now we find out that supposedly we're supposed to get a younger Superman somehow, or whatever the hell that was that we talked about.
Yeah.
So it kind of threw that idea out the window. But I kind of like where they're going. And on a side note, I'm looking forward to meeting her and her the person who plays her sister, I guess. They'll be at Emerald City Con.
Oh, dude.
So,
yeah. Well, she's got short hair. She's brunette too. But, she was Janie, or from Not Another Teen
Not
Movie.
another teen movie, yeah.
Yeah, the pretty ugly girl. Yeah,
Janie's
that's
gun.
her.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Janie's
Janie's got a gun. She's got a gun.
Yeah, so what would be interesting is how they would do like a Giganta.
Oh yeah.
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 So
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with a lot of the Supergirl like rogue gallery, I guess, if she has one. So I'm just kind of curious what would be out there, or would they continue to factor in Martian Manhunter and maybe just focus on him on a couple of
Justice League enemies and type stuff like that, and also like BB ZXA. He said the CW is going to link with Supergirl. It's just not right now. We've also heard about that, so they've talked about
that'd be
linking
cool.
some stories and stuff like that, even though they're different networks. Did anyone else want to go? Because I really wanted to get into this about Supergirl.
All right, go into it.
All right, so here's the thing is, out of all the kind of like superhero shows that are out and stuff like that, their main character is a male character. And with Supergirl, you kind of have your first female lead role. She's the title character.
Yeah.
And I want to see a strong title character. And Supergirl, I get that she's figuring it out, but I don't know if it's part of the network that Supergirl is on, or the fact that they're like, hey, we probably have a larger female audience than these other ones do, that we want to play up more of this, like, love interest and stuff like that, and hey, girl likes boy, boy likes girl, and there's all this like romantic frustration between all these like co-workers, and I'm like, you're playing we're getting a little bit too much dialogue and screen time into that, to where I don't want to see her being like a hopeless romantic just because she's a female. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lauren, I don't know if she's back yet, but she could probably speak on that. Even more. You got a strong female character like Wonder Woman or Supergirl. I don't want to see the hopeless romantic where it's a God, what are those shows like Days of Our Lives or whatever that crap?
Like a daytime soap opera.
Yeah, soap opera. Yeah. Stuff Mom used to watch when I was a little kid. But I don't want to watch like some kind of new version of some type of super soap opera, but she's a superhero. Because it's kind of like the last episode. What's it show them? Oh, they're just sitting on the couch talking about boys and eating ice cream, and stuff like that. I'm like, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
One is military and hunts down aliens and kills people or whatever, and the other one is Supergirl, and I really doubt that that's what they'd be doing, you know. So that just kind of pisses me off. Arrow, Flash, they kind of get into the romantic thing, too much as well. But with Supergirl,
it's centered around it for a little while.
It's centered around it, and like the last episode, like cool, you got Cap there, doing her thing, and hey, she's important to the story. You even see her in the animated Justice League too. So she's important to the story, but do I really need to know what her relationship is like with her son and do all these flashbacks and her trying to write notes to her son, and now she's Supergirl's romantically involved with her son, and why do I need to know about him unless he ends up becoming like some type of villain or something? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. They have several story plots too going on. Like Maxwell Lord, all that type of crap. But yeah, I hated it. I didn't like that. That's one of the turnoffs that I was like, my wife liked it, but I was like, okay, so Supergirl.
Too much of that?
Supergirl likes Jimmy Olsen, or James, that's how he's called, or whatever, who's dating, Lois's younger sister. Okay, that's weird. And then Tech Boy likes her, who happens to be now Toyman's son, but she doesn't like him, so he's now it's just like you said, it's coming into a soap opera and crap, and it's like, I don't know. I mean, the tender moment where Martian Manhunter said, my girls are dead, but I'd be proud to have you as my girls. Like, oh man, that was just a tearjerker there for me. But yeah, I would like for it not to be that way, but it seems like that it works because my wife watches it, and so I don't know.
I don't want it to be like kind of cliche to where it's like
it has to be that way.
It's a female lead character that we've got to make it soap opera-y.
And she has to be vulnerable, and that's the way they're going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too badass.
Like Wonder Woman, dude, she's not vulnerable. She's got the hots for Batman, but apparently in this new Wonder Woman movie, like Chris Pine or something.
Yeah, he's probably dead by then because she had a relationship with him in like World War I or something.
Yeah, it's World War I is whenever Wonder Woman.
Steve Trevor.
Yeah,
but
that's it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we can move into like Flash, the last episode of Flash. Where should I tell Patty I'm a Flash? Should I not? I'm just gonna ruin my whole relationship. And now these are all spoilers, and whatever. But
Patty
I don't care about that crap. What?
I said Patty looked good. She already knew, so why not admit it?
Yeah, that's the thing too. Like it went all the way to the point that she figured it out, and she's like, "Durr, I'm a detective. I should have known this from the beginning." And yet, it just but we focused on that, and the whole relationship, and person I didn't really care about it. I'd rather have just seen a little more like, oh crap, reverse zoom's back, awesome, and this is how. And I wish that they would have killed Cisco, because I'm not a big Vibe fan, but oh well. But that is getting pretty good. Flash has always been the staple point out of all the DC stuff, even going back to like Constantine when that was out. But I don't know. I mean, the next new Flash is what? Gonna have like some Tarman dude? I don't know. I don't really like that.
When are we getting Killer Frost?
I'm hoping soon, but I think
I saw those pictures like weeks ago, and I'm like, let's do this.
I think Garrick has to die.
Well, let's kill him, man.
But the funny thing is, Garrick's doppelganger on Earth 1 is Hunter Zolomon. Now, or Solomon, or whatever his name is. So, but in the comic books, that's Zoom. So that's kind of weird.
Ooh.
So, little, but so I don't know how they're going to portray that or what they're going to do with that, but
that makes that story more interesting, because I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully something happens there. I don't know, but um, Flash has always been a good series for what it's worth. I hope that we're going to get some more super powered-ish characters like we did in the first season, like Firestorm, something like that. That you have like some supporting cast that's not just a bunch of geeks at Star Labs.
Oh God, yeah.
Like Jay Garrick actually getting his speed, or Impulse maybe showing up, Bart Allen, someone.
Didn't
Wally
they say
West.
something about Firestorm? He goes into it's like Firestorm, but it's like a more evil version, and he goes blue or something. What's he called?
Blue.
Deathstorm?
Deathstorm. That's the one.
Oh.
Apparently, he's coming in.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow, okay.
Major Force. Major Force would be a cool character. The one that killed Green Lantern's girlfriend and shoved it in her icebox.
Yeah, I can't believe you went there with him, man.
That was pretty major. To Kyle Rayner's girlfriend,
Yeah.
like, yep, honey, where are you? I'm gonna get something out of the. Oh shit, you're in the fridge.
Yeah.
Chopped up. Oh damn. And that barely made it through the censorship. But I don't know. Flash is getting good. I've always liked that. What was something about Flash that just occurred? Fuck, what was it? That's something. And then we talked about Deathstorm. Firestorm.
Oh, Wally West.
Wally West, that's the thing. Okay, now I don't want to sound like an ass here, but I'm going to. I'm not real happy that Wally West is African American. It's weird to me, because I've grown up with Wally West being that redheaded, smartass kid Flash.
Yeah.
Okay, grows up and becomes the Flash, and he's the only one out of all the sidekicks that was able to take the mantle of his mentor and do something with it. Nightwing was Batman a couple times, but he did it because of obligation or something, but he didn't take the mantle like Kid Flash did.
Yeah, it was Wally West that was actually the Justice Leaguer.
Yeah, and it's just weird that, okay, he's a smartass race car, driver, all that.
Driver, yeah. Fast and Furious.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay. And how is this going to play out? Is he going to become a speedster? Because that's going to be weird.
Is there another Wally
Yeah,
West?
plus I feel like he's a little too old at that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I thought Wally was like at least like what, 15 years younger than Barry or something.
Well,
Yeah.
also,
Definitely.
you kind of bring up the race and him not just being a white redhead, but also the character, the way they're portraying his personality is completely wrong. Like Kid on the show is kind of like screw you, mom and dad, and like I'm gonna be rebellious and where Wally West, the kid, dude, he's all about, hey, I want to be around a lot of people. I'm going to have a good time. I'm going to flirt with every girl that I see.
He's a classic.
I think everybody likes me. If I found out someone didn't like me, then like it would be a shocker, and he would try to find out how he could make them like him. It's just that's not the same character as this guy. So is there maybe like a different Wally West?
Yeah. And Earth One. I'm not trying to take away from. I mean, it's fine how they.
It's his doppelganger, or it's actually a totally different guy. I don't know.
They got Wally West, and that actor is actually going to also be at Emerald CityCon too. I should ask him, but I just don't see where they're going to go with the whole Wally West becoming the Flash. If he does, and all that, I don't know. Because when we heard Wally West, okay, cool, Wally West. But you don't know what's going to happen. But then I'm like, okay, and maybe he'll come around. No. Granted, it was weird that Barry dated Linda Parks, which happens to be Wally West's wife in the comic books, and all that. That was odd, but who knows? Another real quick side note: Arrow. If you've watched Arrow, Felicity is wheelchair bound, and sucks.
They made a reference to Oracle too.
Yeah, I like that.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
thought that was good.
Oracle.
Yeah,
That
I
was-
can't gonna call you. What did they call her? Overwatch or something?
Oh shit, I don't remember that.
But it was like, we call you Oracle, but that's taken. I was like, yeah. Oh
Mhm.
my poor bad girl.
Yeah. See.
Got to watch the old school series Birds of Prey. That they had Oracle in there.
Yeah.
The live action. But Arrow, I mean, real quickly on Arrow, I don't know. I mean, for whoever's seen it, it's slow. It seems slower a little bit now than prior season episodes. I just think that it needs to pick it up a little bit more. The whole thing with Diggle's brother, is Amanda Waller actually dead? I mean, I guess she got capped in the head, but but dude, that's Amanda Waller. So that's kind of weird.
Yeah, I'm surprised that because she sticks around for a long time. She's a survivor. She finds a way to survive. That you've always seen. The other thing is, I think because there's so many characters in Arrow now. I mean, it's like a Legends of Tomorrow on its own because there's so many freaking characters down there. But none of them really strong enough, I think, to support their own series.
Yeah.
But I want to see more stuff on the island. The stuff on the island always
Yeah.
interests me.
Yeah, definitely.
And especially since they're talking about this mysterious stuff, like they touch on it, and they touch on it for like a minute and a half, and then it goes just back to a bunch of dialogue of them in the basement, with like everyone has to say their lines and stuff, and I'm like, we're spending a little bit too much time on that. I did put a post that the original Red Arrow or Arsenal, he's going to be coming back,
Yeah.
or at least for an episode.
He's gonna be blackmailed by the calculator, or whoever that character is, or something like that. Yeah.
I think what I would prefer is Black Canary, maybe her in there, because that was, that's Oliver Queen's love interest anyway, and Speedy. I'm cool with Speedy being
Thea
female, yeah, and
instead of Roy.
yeah.
Yeah, I am too. I mean,
And she looks like, whenever you watch on camera, like they try to do the thing with the jerky cameras, and everyone's like choreographing with fighting and stuff. She actually looks like she's actually like she was a gymnast or something, because like she's like actually throwing kicks, and she looks like she knows what she's doing, and or really nails the kicks and punches and stuff like that. To where what is it, Kate Cassidy or whatever, the chick that plays
David Cassidy's daughter, Black Canary. Yeah.
Black Canary, like she always, like, it looks like whenever they go to camera on her that they just like called action like a half second late, so she's like standing there, and then like there's some bad choreographed stuff in there.
Yeah, she's not the greatest. I don't know. Arrow is on cup of tea. We thought Felicity was going to be dead. I think it's Captain Lance, or it's going to be Thea at the gravesite. But I don't know. We'll find out, because it takes place 4 months after the period that we saw, or something to that nature.
Oh, and Felicity's not wearing a wedding ring, I think some people pointed out.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? I don't know. I mean,
who cares?
A lot of
Arrow
Felicity needs to go back to the way it was.
Yeah.
Where he's, constantly out there doing his own thing. He's I don't know. I'm sure, like my wife would probably mention, like he needs to go back to the shirtless look, where he's doing his little workout and all that shit. He doesn't have any of that in the new Hangout, the lair and all that type of stuff. And it's just like, okay, I don't know. It's just kind of blah and kind of boring a little bit. Master Dark, it looks like, or not Master Dark. That's a Valiant character. The Dark
Damien.
guy, Damien Dark. it doesn't seem like he can defeat him. So what's the point? Each time he tries, he gets his ass kicked. So it's like, who really gives a crap? But speaking of dark, if you saw the second episode of Legends of Tomorrow, he's actually in there, which is kind of cool. See you later, Chris. It's been fun. All right, I'm gonna end it right there because Chris is gone. This is horse shit. So
All right.
All right. No, real quickly, Legends of Tomorrow. I don't think that's gonna make it past 6 episodes. To be honest with you.
What?
The characters.
Wow.
The storyline itself played it out when they find out that Rip Hunter got all these guys, and basically, who was it? The Atom said, "Oh, so we're nobodies. You got us because we're nobodies, and no one's gonna miss us if we die and we don't come back." And basically, that's true.
Because it won't affect the timeline, so that makes sense.
It makes sense, but it makes sense that a lot what they're doing with the series itself. I don't know. I mean, they already killed Hawkman. I mean, seriously?
What? Yeah, but they can go on future and find his, whenever his spirit goes on to the next person and find him and pull him, and then just be like, yo, here's the rundown and stuff like that. So I mean, you could get a Hawkman back, but
why couldn't they have done that to Hawk Girl? Because I don't like.
Oh yeah,
the girl.
I would prefer that. Yeah.
I'll tell you why. It's because they have her played out to where she doesn't have all of her memories back. There's a lot more to kind of build on character.
Well, and she's the one that can use the dagger.
Yeah, they could even get back, Hawkman, if they did all this time stuff or whatever. But the first episode was the highest rated CW Thursday show ever.
And what do they usually have on Thursday nights?
I don't know, but that's what they said. So that's what they said. They were like, look, Legends of Tomorrow for Thursday on CW all time, it was the highest rated. So I would think, I don't know what episode 2 did, but I think at least that you're gonna at least get what the first 12 seasons. What do they usually do? 10, 12, then the break. My favorite CW show is the 100. I love the 100. You ever watch that?
No. But regardless, I don't know about Legends of Tomorrow. I like it, but I don't like the fact that how they utilized Hawkman, because Hawkman's one of my favorite DC characters, and he should be a savage fighter and all this type of stuff, and he gets killed easily by Vandal Savage.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, all these years of, being, knowing, mastery of weapons and martial arts or, fighting techniques, all this stuff, and you go down like a punk bitch. Essentially, Vandal Savage, that's what he did. And it's just, I don't know. And then the same thing with freaking Hawk Girl. It's like, really? I do like Heat Wave and I like Captain Cold. The humor that they bring, but, throw them back into Flash. I'm fine with that. It's not like they're going to go away.
Those have chemistry because they worked on Prison Break together.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's cool with them. The other one is, was it Brandon Roth as, Adam? Yeah. I did like the fighting sequence in the beginning to where it shows him big, small, and close up at small. Yeah. I think, for, regular broadcasting television that they did a nice job with, the, graphics and stuff like that.
Time will tell. I'm just curious to see what they're gonna do with that and such. So, all right, that's it for TV stuff. I know it bored a lot of people and all that, but I wanted to get that out because it's been a while, and I wanted to touch on Wally West because I'm a huge Wally West fan, and that just kind of pissed me off that they just took the character and just turned him into just nothing. And I don't see them doing anything with him.
No. So I don't even think they'd make him Kid Flash. You think? I don't think.
No.
I don't think so. I doubt it.
But all right, so going back into Transformer news real quickly, we'll go into that just real quickly. New year masterpieces coming out. Are we all on board getting Dirge? Happy Coneheads?
Oh yeah, if they come out with dirt, yeah, absolutely.
Not Dirge, sorry, Ramjet. I'm a little
Okay.
too cheap
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
win.
Yep. Plan on getting him.
How about Ironhide? Because he's now in stock at all major e-tailers.
He's in my basket or stack or whatever.
Excited that you can actually take off his tire butt, his tire butts, and his.
Man,
his sides.
My Vans they gotta have buns, hon.
So you got that mod out there, but
so it's a mod people were doing. Yeah, I ain't doing that.
I think I saw someone that was able to you could remove them if you wanted to.
Nah, I'm
something.
I'm gonna keep them on there, man.
So.
I mean, I don't see what the deal is. I mean, it's they're not visible from the front, so
Yeah.
No.
I just don't get why it's so bothersome.
I usually display my guys bent over.
You display a robot's face down,
Just,
ass up.
just picture my entire toy collection, toy room. That's WWE figures, wrestling, or Master Universe, Marvel Legends, DC Classics, Play Arts Kai, Transformers, all in that pose.
But
I'm gonna rearrange my entire collection.
Seriously, I don't understand why it's such a big deal though. Even though you don't display them that way, with them facing back. But why even is that an issue? Is it because he didn't have it in the animation? Have the tires in the back? Is that what the issue is?
I think it's just because it's there, and they could have engineered it better, being a masterpiece, end all be all.
That's to give somebody to complain about, right?
Yeah, we're Transformer fans. We need to bitch about something.
That's right. Nothing's ever perfect in our eyes.
Lambors, and Sideswipe and Red Alert, did they have the tires that you could see at where the legs are? I don't remember if they did. I don't think they did though, right?
I don't know.
But you still see them on you still see them on the side, on the outside of their leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not completely like the animation. I mean, it is a Transformer, and you would expect if it's a car to see some wheels in there. If it's a jet, you would expect to see some wings in there. You
see the wheels on Sideswipe in the animation.
You do?
On his
Okay.
legs.
Maybe I need to pick a different masterpiece to make my point. But
No.
That's part of what he is. So.
Well, it's like the first Starscream masterpiece that they brought out, right? It had those, what was it? The kind of wing flap things around the side of his legs, and then I think.
On his hips.
Yeah, on the hips. That's correct. Yeah. And a lot of people hated that, right? So, I mean, even though you can remove them, right? But
they're just on a ball peg.
Yeah,
just
that's
pop
right.
them off. Yeah. And you can attach them even onto his legs, on his shins or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
If you really wanted to, but yeah, I mean, we like to bitch about how things aren't perfect, but that's nice that we have third party.
That's right.
And they can semi get it right, or at least give us more options, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
But any other things you guys need to get off your chest? I'm here. I'm open to listening to anyone's problems, giving some advice. Maybe I won't charge you. I do take all major insurance
You
policies.
sound like a shrink.
Hey. I'm stuck at home all day with 2 kids, even though my son's actually in school now, so that's nice. But
how's he doing? Is he a lot better now?
He's better. Yeah, I mean, he's still in his wheelchair. He has to go to, I say private school because I don't like saying special school because it makes him not special like that. But he goes to school half days, but it's just a teacher one-on-one, so he doesn't stay behind.
Yeah.
Because he's right-handed and he can't use his right arm fully yet.
Oh wow.
So he has to do a lot of things, just by talking about it and having to do oral tests and all this type of stuff. And so his penmanship's going to look like ass, like his dad's. But Other than that, yeah, he's recuperating. He hates being in a wheelchair at times because he can't do nothing, and it's gonna suck even more when the weather gets nice and he can't be out there playing soccer or doing any of that type of stuff. So
I guess he's gonna go through a lot of physiotherapy, right, for the next
soon.
while. Yeah.
We got evaluated a couple weeks ago. He's not on par to do some of the strengthening of the leg or movement of the leg just yet, and he's gonna have another surgery probably the next month.
Oh, jeez.
So
please tell me you're suing that driver.
They're getting their ass handed to them.
Good.
Their insurance is now being very gracious. At first, like most insurance companies, they're like, "Well, you need to fill out a form." Like, "Fuck you."
Yeah, exactly.
Trashed my car. You almost killed my son. My wife is just beat the hell up. No, I don't think so. So we've slowly but surely been getting like reimbursement because I had to stay in a hotel for about a week and a half. So got that reimbursed. I got a lot of some other stuff, and we'll be getting reimbursed for a vehicle.
Yeah.
And then the medical stuff we're just sending straight to them.
Yeah.
The medical bill and all that. So.
No, I feel for you, man. That's I got 2 kids and a wife, and when I read that, I was like, "Holy crap!" I felt so bad for you, man.
Yeah, it's not something I'd even wish on my worst enemy.
No.
Just all of that shit they have to deal with.
Yeah, it's a fear I have. Every time my wife goes driving, with the kids, right? It's like, pray they get to their destination safely, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
It pisses me off more the guy was drunk. Like if I was rushing to the scene, I saw a guy, I'd beat the shit out of him. I have no tolerance for drunk drivers at all. It's like there's absolutely no reason that you should be doing that.
Yep. Even though I'm drinking right now.
Yeah, but you're not behind the wheel.
Yeah, I know I'm not behind the wheel, but
that's the big difference.
Yeah. And there's a lot, and the thing that, and I'm not trying to get on a soapbox here, but there's a lot of like ramifications afterwards. Not just the physical, but like with my wife mentally.
Yeah, of course.
Getting behind the wheel again, especially with the kids.
Yeah.
Even my son being in the car, just like I can see his look when we get to an intersection, especially the one that it happened at. And it's like, we try and bypass that and all this other type of stuff because it's horrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my life story. So sucks ass, but we're getting through it. Time, like they say, will heal all wounds, hopefully, and go from there.
Things will get better, man. Yeah.
Definitely. But and I got a lot of support from the community, which is really nice. Which is really cool. Yeah. Anything else you guys want to talk about?
Yes, I'm screen sharing something.
Oh
Do
my
you see
God!
it?
What the hell are you doing?
Do you see it? All right, I'm
this isn't that type of show, man.
I'm going to show you 2 pictures. All right, so you see Captain Phasma.
Captain Phasma.
All right, I put this on Facebook. Apparently, a lot of people liked it. They shared it. So here she is. But could she be?
Oh God, no.
Cinda?
Dude, wow. I think that's a great theory. Like seriously, I was dude, mind blown, man.
The time period works.
Yeah.
Dude, why did you ruin it?
And then you know what someone else said? They were like, her spending all that time with those Ewoks made her crazy.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
So I just, and like as I've talked about this theory with Dean, Lamar Revenge before, and like he's like, before the movie even came out, I was like, yeah, I believe it too, and we were thinking that because you didn't see the guy, I don't think actually by it that maybe he was Kylo Ren, but that was obviously debunked.
Well, I can see the theory, and but man, now I'm gonna look at that.
Are the Ewok movies like a part of the official canon still, or?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I don't think they are.
Do they?
But did they say they weren't anymore? I don't think they said that they weren't.
Yeah, as far as
Were
I know,
they
it's
ever?
like it's the six movies, the Clone Wars and the Rebels cartoon.
Yeah.
And also the seventh one as well, right? But,
Yeah, because they've discounted all the fiction
yeah.
as far
but
as comic books and all that.
They could come in and make it if they wanted to.
Man, that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
Throwing
they
a
can.
curveball like that.
I think what it is that they said that they're non-canon, but I don't think that rules out that they wouldn't like pick and choose for whatever they could use or whatever concept they thought was cool.
And that's that girl.
Like,
do you know how Star Wars is? It's like, oh yeah,
like
that
Kylo
character.
Ren being Jason. Sorry.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see a re-release in the theaters of the Ewoks movie. If
Oh,
it
God,
had anything to do with it.
And you know what? You're gonna see an
special
Ewoks 3.
Oh my God, no.
Oh,
That'll be one of the after the young Han Solo movie. It's gonna the independent Star Wars movie will be Ewoks 3.
Ewoks 3: The Return of the Minions.
It'll be Ewoks 3. How Captain Phasma.
Captain Phasma came about.
So they're saying that Han Solo is supposed to be back for Episode 8, or they said the entire cast anyway. That was what was quoted, but I wonder. I guess he'd be back in just like everyone here has watched the movie, right? At this point. Okay.
Yes, we're a spoiler show. Don't worry.
Okay, good. All right, that's good. Yeah.
We've been spoiling stuff for the past hour and a half. So.
Yeah. So I was wondering, like, do you think, like, I mean, I'm pretty much sure that Solo is dead after that, right?
Oh yeah,
he's got some Jedi powers that he can kind of get out of that.
What if like Obi-Wan just like freaking intercepted him? Like whenever he was dying, he was like, "No, you're gonna be a ghost with me and the rest."
Nah.
He's gonna be like, what's that character, Bob Newhart from Big Bang Theory, where he comes back to help Sheldon out, and he's dressed up like a Jedi in his dreams and all that. There's Han. I thought I'd be out of the Star Wars shit, but I'm here still. Damn it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm interested to see what if actually Harrison Ford will come back for another one, just for like flashbacks or something like that. I don't know.
Just say a couple of lines and be done with it.
I still think Luke is actually on Purgatory on the island where Arrow is. That's where I thought at the very end. I'm like, holy shit, he's on the island. My God, it's Luke. He's on the fucking island.
Nice. Oliver Queen.
Oliver Queen. No, but I was like, man, that's kind of fun. But that whole end scene with her just, here's your lightsaber.
You should have been
too.
Yeah, where's the hand? Where's the damn hand?
Take it.
It was in the box right next to the lightsaber. How'd you not grab the fucking hand?
Oh, there was another something. I'll see if I can find it. That was really funny.
But speaking of Star Wars, did it satisfy your craving for a continuation in the story? Did the movie fulfill that?
Absolutely. I was blown away by the movie. I loved it.
I loved it.
I thought it was great. Yeah, I mean, I liked it a hell of a lot more than episodes. At least episodes 2 and the first 90% of episode 3.
Yeah, like I was walking out of the theater, I was like, thank God they did a proper Star Wars. Like this is Star Wars. It's like, and some people are like, oh, we want George Lucas back. I'm like, are you insane? Are you insane?
No, because he would have killed Kylo Ren, most likely, because he's got some death wish. I don't know why. Lucas loves to kill off people.
People like bad guys that fans want to see. Like, who fucking cares about Count Dooku?
Yeah,
Darth Maul? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, we'll kill him. I mean, hell, he wanted to kill off Ahsoka, and they're like, no, we don't want to kill off Ahsoka in the Clone Wars. We need to keep her. It's like, Lucas, stop being a douchebag.
Yeah, it's too bad they can't go back and redo 1, 2, and 3 again. Like, just clean up all the crap of it and get like redo like some of the worst wooden acting in there and make them into actually like decent movies.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. Like it's kind of like it's like, well, what are you gonna do? It's like, let's just keep moving forward. 7 was pretty damn good, even though people say it's like, kind of just a rehash of A New Hope, which I see like some pieces of it having that, but it's a new story, right? It's not like one for one of The New Hope. It's like, and there's only so many ways you can tell a story, right?
But they're all rehashes of each other, though. I mean, New Hope.
Of course, yeah.
The episode 1 is a rehash of New Hope.
Yeah.
You gotta save a princess. You gotta destroy some big opposing item, and this time it's Anakin in a starfighter, not Luke. And then
that's right.
All this other stuff. Can't overanalyze some of these movies to the point that, like, okay, what's the Christianity background on it? Because it's the salvation of this and the coming of that, and all this type of stuff. It's like, okay, no, we don't need to do that.
Yeah, I mean,
sci-fi movie.
The thing is that like the most, I guess the first Star Wars movie that Lucas ever did, it has a really great formula. They took the best parts of that formula and they created Episode 7 out of that, like and made new characters, believable characters that you're like, hey, I can get on board with with these guys, right? And, great acting. I was like, thank God. And like Kylo Ren is what Anakin Skywalker really should have been. Like, just that, like, in many ways, like, he's like, he's kind of confused. He's got a temper. Oh my God, I loved it when he's just going nuts with his lightsaber because he's pissed off. And then the stormtroopers are walking down the hall and they're like, yeah, fuck that, I'm turning around.
That was great.
Yeah, it was really
even the SNL parody of it was like, I miss those types of things that we got with the original trilogy back in the 80s, that they were constantly seeing the Star Wars characters on other shows. Even the Muppet Show, or doing little skits here, making fun of themselves. We didn't get that with Episode 1, 2, and 3 as much. At least I don't remember it. This being like, hi, I'm Matt. I'm a radar technician.
Oh, that was awesome.
That was like, holy shit.
That was good. That's the thing that I was looking for. There was one where it shows Kylo Ren with his mask on. It has his hand out, his lightsaber, and then Rey's crying, holding him the Snickers, and then it shows radar technician Matt.
Oh man!
I posted the photo, but now I can't find it. So
that type of stuff that I thought was pretty cool, and then like we've stated on the Cybercast numerous times, we're getting a Star Wars movie every year.
I know.
I mean, it's like, wow.
Yeah, the best thing Lucas ever did was hand it over to Disney.
Oh yeah.
Thank God. Oh, thank God.
But still, Disney, man, holy crap.
No
longer about a mouse. It's like Marvel.
No, exactly.
It's Star Wars. It's all this other crap.
But no, it's crazy because at one time I used to I couldn't stand Disney. I'm like, oh, it's just kid stuff. And then the best thing that they did was started to buy these these brands like Marvel and now Star Wars, and it's like and they take them seriously. They they try to do the best that they can with them, right? And try not to come up with garbage, right? At least it brings them a nice return. I mean, like, what is it now? Almost like getting close to $2 billion in on, I think, internationally for Star Wars. It's getting up there.
Yep.
It's crazy.
There's no other franchise, I think, that can outdo that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
James, I have something else for you.
Well, oh God, what is it now?
This is the picture I was telling you about.
Oh yeah.
My wife, it may be chrome dome mold, so put your shotgun away.
Yeah, but we'll see what happens with Weird Wolf. And definitely highbrow. We'll see. We'll see. But cool. Okay, I think we're gonna end it there.
Cool.
We've been going a little bit long and all that, and viewership is dipping a little bit. So it's all good. But What?
It's Dakota's fault. So.
Son of a bitch. No, thanks everyone for being on. Thanks for watching us live. And if you guys ever want to join, the link is on my Facebook page. Join us. We just talk about random shit. If you want to talk about something, just tell us. If we're yakking too much, put it in the chat, and we'll get to it. So, but I do appreciate you watching, checking us out. We're here again next week, 10:30 p.m. Central Standard Time on my channel, Victory Saber 77. Prior to the Aftercast, we have the Cybercast at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on G1 Hextron's YouTube channel. So check that out. We're just full of fun on Saturdays. So we'll outro ourselves. No, we're not. No, are we tired?
Joel has a question.
Who?
Tulal.
I can't see any of the videos. So.
Well, Tulal asks, why is Lio Convoy so big? Shouldn't he come to big Convoy's crotch since he's a lion?
Mass.
Was crotch in quotes?
It's this thing Tulala has with robot crotch. I don't understand it.
It's called mass shifting.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you not know
that
broadside? Jesus.
or Soundwave, or Megatron, or Reflector,
or
Blaster,
even Metroplex, Omega Supreme,
Rumble, Frenzy.
the entire
Pretty much
characters.
Pretty much every triple changer. Well, yeah, I second that.
So, sorry.
Yeah.
Which realistically, I mean, in the shows, yeah, they never really conformed to actual animal scale. I mean, if you remember Tasmania Kid, whenever it showed him in the cartoon with, that little Tasmanian devil that he scanned,
Yeah.
he was much bigger than that than what he scanned. So.
Or Diver.
Yeah.
Diver's
the frog.
Oversized frog. Yeah.
The Insectrons, they should be really small.
That's right.
It's just whatever they happen to scan fits their body size. So I mean, it's not even really mass shifting. Just and it was in the American Beast Wars too. I mean, look at Wasp.
Yeah.
How's he the same size as a pterodactyl?
Definitely. Or Rat Trap.
Yeah.
All that. Yeah. One of those things that you just can't explain.
Well, that's the beauty behind Beast Wars. You don't even need to explain it because it's not like a bunch of cars and jets and vehicles that need to be explained. It's amazing.
Well, we can explain it in the G1 just because the animation, the editors were consulting
just
at
blame
the
it on
time.
the animation.
The animators were just like, no, let's go with it. We need to get this
their
out.
technology is so advanced that they can even do shrinking and expanding too. So I mean, what's so hard to understand about that?
Yeah.
Let's just call it out for what it is. It's a cartoon. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cartoon rules.
All right, Charles, you still awake? All right, start us off, man.
Alright, I'm Charles. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Optimus4Prez.
Dakota.
You can find me Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, stuff like that at Primal Sabbath.
Josh.
G1 Hextron everywhere except for the Facebook pages, the G1 Hextron.
Kari.
All right, so Karyudo fan subs, KRYUUDO. Yeah, we can be found on Facebook. I got a Twitter account there, so you might find me on there. And we have Karyudo fan subs blogspot as well as our YouTube channel. So check us out. Thanks.
Awesome. And Triple Changer Octane.
You can find me in the Void. You can also find me at triplechangeroctane@gmail.com if you really are so bored as to do that.
I challenge everyone out there to do that.
Oh my God, you're gonna get a bunch of emails now.
Yeah, you're gonna get spammed.
At least a dozen from Tulala. So.
Trent?
Find me at Trent5 at Twitter and Facebook.
Awesome. And you can find me, Victory Saber 77, on Twitter, YouTube, and on the Facebook, it's the Victory Saber 77. I guess I should give a shout out to our little D who's not here, Daltinian's TF.
Oh, little D.
You need to. He's working.
Oh my God.
He's making that cash, and but your
Yeah.
presence is missed, and
Applying lotion. Making
so
that money.
okay. Well, you know.
Oh God, it's so dark.
Yeah, it went real bad, real quick.
Ooh, yeah.
Just a quick shout out to you, man. You know.
ZXA3, he put a capital D. No, it's little d. It's
So, I didn't want anyone to, you know. That's our other little, you know, our aftercaster who's usually on here all the time. So that's it. Thanks again for watching. Check us out again next week.
the little, just little D's.
Oh man. So have a good week.